I served in the United States Coast Guard, served for 5 years. I was an electrician's mate. I went to school to be an electrician while I was in the Coast Guard. I had a good experience serving in the military. I really enjoyed the Coast Guard. It was a great deal. Only served 5 years, but I tell everybody when I got out, I was going to give myself 1 year. If I didn't find a good place to work or something I enjoyed, I would have definitely went back in. On day-to-day here at this plant, I order a lot of reagents, help our operators with chemical adjustments or any advice I can give them as far as our water quality parameters if they're changing, help them out with that. Help with jar tests. Got a lot of new operators here, so help them with their certifications or getting ready for school. One of the big things is helping people with math and things like that. In the military, you're a team, you're a unit, and you're working towards one goal or a mission. And that's the same way I see things here at the plants. We're a team. It doesn't matter what your job title is. We're all a team working towards that same goal, and I think that goes throughout PWC as a whole. Veterans Day means a lot to me. It's nice when people come up to you and say thank you for your service. Like I say, it was a really great experience, and I enjoyed doing that for my country. Transitioning from the military to civilian workforce can be tough for a lot of veterans. But remember, especially here at PWC, there's lots of friends out there, a lot of people to help you along with your career, lots of advice, and a lot of camaraderie with everyone. My thoughts on being awarded the Tom Flowers Award is really kind of humbling. I do volunteer a lot with NCWA, North Carolina Water Works Association. I help with the schools. I'm on the school committee. Right now I'm the finance chair, and I had served as secretary, vice president, and chair of the southeastern section for, I don't know, the last 6 or 7 years. So it's just a little recognition for the things I've helped out with and volunteered. And I like helping the new guys come on board, taking their C exams, and even the guys that are going for their B's and A's. You know, I like to try to help out where I can. So I really feel like I'm giving back to, like, the people that helped me out when I first started.
I served in the U.S. Army. I served for 3 years and I was medically discharged, so I'm a disabled vet. My official job in the military was an aviation operations specialist, and it's basically like a dispatcher for the aircraft and who was on the aircraft. I had an incredible military experience. Even though it was a short period of time, I met some wonderful people, learned some great things, and got to travel, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I've been at PWC. I just celebrated my 24th year. I am in the electric construction office, and I am one of the construction planner schedulers. I process the work orders and ensure that the material and equipment that they're needing is requested and schedule them for their jobs. The planning and scheduling is very similar to what I did with the aviation, and a lot of attention to detail is required for both of them. And dealing with people from various walks of life also helped, because I deal with contractors and our crews, and so that all ties together. Transitioning from military back to civilian life can be kind of difficult because you lose a lot of the camaraderie, and you are trying to adjust to a new way of life again. It's an old new way, but it can be difficult, but if you persevere and keep an open mind, it all works out. PWC is a good employer. They have provided well for my family. They offer great benefits and a good retirement system, and you meet some really good people. The advice I would provide different other veterans trying to transition would just always keep your chin up and persevere, and don't let anything discourage you, and you go for what you want and keep trying. Veterans Day, it helps you remember what you served, why you served, and the people that have been lost due to the different wars and instances that have come about throughout the world. The camaraderie in the military, at least when I was in Korea especially, was different than any kind of camaraderie because you don't have your family there. So you become truly family. PWC, my linemen that I work with, I have a strong feeling of family with them. It's a slightly different dynamic, but we're still family. And I would do just about anything to help them with whatever they're trying to do.
I was in the United States Army. I served 20 years and 6 months. My current role is the Organizational Development Coordinator. Some of my roles and responsibilities include setting up, communicating, and ensuring we give out exceptional training to PWC. As a young kid, I always thought I was going to join the military and be Rambo and save the world with one weapon. But, the reality set in when I got into basic training and was able to realize, I was just a part of something bigger than myself. I absolutely feel that my experience in the military transitioned well into PWC because a lot of the values and the direction that the military was going and instilled in me was able to translate very well in this organization. I've been at PWC for a little over 2 years now. PWC is a phenomenal employer. Coming from the military directly to PWC it's been a little change, but the people are just so inviting here. The environment is really great. The politeness walking down the hallways is something you didn't experience in the military. It was more forced on you, where here it just seems natural. PWC, from my experience, has been a great landing place. I kind of feel like I can grow roots within this company, and I don't see myself anywhere else. And the stability of knowing what a great employer is really comforting as someone who always had that job security in the military.